Why hello there beautiful people, welcome back to Crayniaq Gaming. We are back with the Mavericks MyLeague series here on NBA 2K20, and we're getting pretty close to the end of December here. We're midway through and we're taking on the Boston Celtics in this video, so make sure you guys hit that like button if you want to see more of the Mavericks MyLeague series, and if you want to see all my other franchises as well, make sure you hit that sub button and turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way every time I upload a video you'll be notified. So we gonna keep it rolling here, guys. As you see from the Celtics starting lineup, they're missing here and Kemba Walker and his Cantor. So Cantor is gonna miss this game with a strained groin. He's apparently gonna be dealing with it for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And Kemba Walker broke his nose, so you might see him wear a mask the rest of the season. But both these guys not gonna be playing, so it's a very depleted Celtics roster, and they're not having the best of seasons right now. 10-14 on the year, while the Mavericks sit at 15-11, right in the midst of the playoff race in the Western Conference, and they've been looking pretty good so far, at least in the games we've actually played. Looking at the starting lineup for the Celtics, we got Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Robert Williams, and for the Mavericks, we got Doncic, Evans, Melo, Porzingis, and Boban. So let's get into the action here now. Celtics win the tip. And here's Jason Tatum, step back, and he's going to shoot it right over the hand of Boban to put the Celtics up 2-0. We get some free throws to tie the game at 2. Pass inside to Robert Williams, and a nice adjustment there. Evans called for the foul, and he'd make the free throw, so it's 5-2 early on for the Celtics. Not a lot of scoring early in this game, but then Porzingis is going to pull up deep 2, and he drains it to make it a 1-point game. Celtics ball, pass inside to Robert Williams. Boban nowhere to be found. And Williams with the flush makes it a 3-point game again in favor of the Celtics. Now here's Evans driving baseline, and the layup goes in, makes it a 1-point game. Just over 7 minutes to go. Tatum pulls up, and he hits the bucket just outside of the paint. So 9-6 with just under 7 minutes to go now. And Porzingis pulls up for 3 from the wing, and he drains it to tie the ball game up at 9. Now we're at the halfway point in the first quarter, and here's Brown driving inside, working his way in, passes inside to Robert Williams, and he gets the dunk. So it's a 2-point ball game now, as Gordon Hayward coming off the bench passes over to Tatum, and it's good. And it's a 4-point lead for the Celtics. Now just under 5 minutes to go. Doncic is going to pull up from the point, and he hits the 3 to make it a 1-point game now. Here's a drive inside, pass outside to Hayward. He's wide open. Foot was on the line, I felt like, but they call it a 3, so now it's a 4-point ball game. And then Hardaway going to respond with a deep 2 of his own, and it's a 2-point ball game. Now Robert Williams is manhandling DeLon Wright, but he gets support there on the block from Porzingis. And now here's Wright, going to take it to the rack himself, and it's a tie ball game at 16. Under 3 minutes to go in the first now. Hayward working against Doncic. Passes over to Jaylen Brown. He's going to hit the 3 from the wing. And it's 19-17 now. Just over a minute to go. And there's Brunson with that Matador defense on Marcus Smart. Just letting him go right by. And it's a 4-point game. Under a minute to go. And Seth Curry going to take it to the hoop. And gets the layup to make it a 2-point ball game. Now, just over 30 seconds to go. Hayward passes inside to Daniel Theis. And he's going to dunk it. Makes it a 4-point game. We head into the second quarter now. And here's a 3 from Curry, and he's going to drain it. We don't got Steph, but Steph is a pretty good 3-point shooter himself. Thea's going to miss a layup there. Picked up by Poirier. He's not going to get it. He gets blocked. And now here are the Mavericks in transition. Jalen Brunson goes up, and the Mavericks have the lead 24-23. So here's Smart going to pass it over to Poirier. He passes inside to Theis, and Seth Curry, that is not going to be able to stop Daniel Theis. And it's a 1-point Maverick lead now. And Marcus Smart with the backdoor cut gives the Celtics the lead back. And now here's Brad Wanamaker driving right past Brunson, and he's going to get the bucket there. And it's a 3-point game. So now Brunson going to pull it for 3. No good. Boban with the rebound. Puts it right back in with authority. And the Mavericks now down by just 1. Nelson Evans pulls up from the wing. No good. Porzingis with a rebound. He's going to go back up with it and gets the bucket. Seth Curry called for a foul, but the basket still counts, and the Mavericks have a 1-point lead. Now Marcus Smart passes inside to Gordon Hayward. Nelson Evans just couldn't guard him there. And it's a 1-point lead. Now a 3-point lead. thanks to a dunk by Marquise Chris. I'm not sure how they got him. They might have signed him, but I don't remember him playing for the Celtics IRL. Jalen Brunson got a layup there. Nelson Evans going to pull it for the deep, too. His foot was on the line. So it's not a three, but the Mavericks take the lead regardless. And then Doncic passes inside to Boban, and he dunks it. And the Mavericks take a 3-point lead. Just over 5 minutes to go in the half. Boban showing off the playmaking skills as he passes inside to DeLon Wright. And it's a 5-point Mavericks lead now. And Tatum going to push it to Wanamaker. He's going to put it up. No good. And I don't know how we didn't get that rebound, but Grant Williams gets it. Puts it back up and good for the rookie out of the Tennessee. 3-point game now. Here's Melo pulling up for three, and he hits it. Melo still got it, guys. Now 6-point game. And here's a layup by Wanamaker again. He's looking pretty good in this game. It's a 4-point ball game. Then Wanamaker pulls up for three. Perfect release. And it's a 1-point Mavericks lead now as Melo, trying to drive inside, kicks it out to Doncic. He's going to hit the three from the corner. And it's a 4-point game. But then Melo gets picked there. And Grant Williams hits the three right back to make it a 1-point game yet again. And then Melo, foot was on the line. That's going to be two, but still a great shot by Carmelo Anthony as the shot clock expired. But his defense is not up to snuff as Wanamaker gets another bucket there. Under a minute to go. Melo takes it inside. Floater, and it goes in. So it's a 3-point lead for the Mavericks. They get a steal. Waning seconds of the second quarter. Nelson Evans going to take it to the rack. Switches up to a layup. Looks like he wanted a dunk, but didn't want to risk it. And then Doncic going to get a big steal here as he's going to push it to Melo. Melo's just going to lay it up. And it's a 7-point lead going into the half. The Mavericks up 52-45 over the Celtics. But overall, it was a pretty closely contested first half. The Mavericks have a small lead in assists, steals, and blocks, but we're pretty close in field goal range, and rebounds are dead even. So both these teams definitely playing pretty competitive in the first half. Celtics have the ball to start the third. And here's a pass over to Jason Tatum inside, and he dunks it. Going right by Porzingis there to make it a 5-point game. Here's Evans pulling up for the deep three. No good. Rebounded by Boban. He gets blocked, gets the rebound back, and he finally gets the bucket in to make it a 7-point game yet again. Now here's the pass inside to Porzingis. He just pulls up for two, and even though that wasn't the best shot in the world, he still makes it. So it's a 9-point game, and then Melo, no good. Pass over to Porzingis. He's going to kick it out to Doncic for three, and he hits it. And it's a 12-point lead for the Mavericks. Now here's Marcus Smart driving inside. Pulls up in the paint, and it's good. Boban just had a position to block that one. And it's a 10-point game. Now here's a layup. Jaylen Brown able to get the bucket to make it an 8-point game. Here's Brown again with a big dunk. Here's Smart. Going to kick it out to Brown. Brown going to get another bucket. It's a 10-0 run, and Jaylen Brown starting to take over this game. Now Haywood going to pull up with the mid-range jumper to tie the ball game up at 59. It's a 12-0 run for the Celtics, but then Porzingis going to pull it from the point. The deep three goes in, and the Mavericks take the lead right back. Here's an inbounds pass to Smart. He can't get the layup. Brunson with the rebound. He's going to take it up the court. Passes inside to Hardaway. Inside to Porzingis. And he flushes it down to make it a 5-point game. And now a big steal by Porzingis. He's going to take it all the way himself. Huge dunk there. And now the Mavericks going on a little run of their own. It's a 7-0 run. Now it is a 9-0 run. With Porzingis getting a big dunk there. 68-59. Just over 3 minutes to go. DeLon Wright going to lay it up, and good. That's going to make it an 11-0 run. Some free throws would make it a 13-0 run. This would make it a 15-0 run. As Porzingis is just going off in this third quarter right now. Now Jaylen Brown going to put an end to the 15-0 run with a layup there to make it 74-61. It's under 2 minutes to go, and Wright with an easy path to the bucket. Smart going to be called for his third foul of the game. And then on the other end, Brown going to hit the bucket to make it 76-63. So Brown trying to bring the Celtics back into this one, as is Jason Tatum with that mid-range jumper. So it's an 11-point game as we enter the fourth. They're going to get a bucket there from Tatum. And now it's within single digits. But then here's Wright passing inside to Melo. And he's going to flush it down to make it an 11-point ball game. And then Tatum with the off-balance shot there, no good. Rebounded by Williams. He puts it back up, and it's good. So just a 9-point lead for the Mavericks now. Here's Wright. Cuts inside, passes inside to Melo, and he's going to lay it up and puts the Mavericks back up by 11. Just over 9 minutes to go in the game, and Doncic with a nice bucket there, working the post game a little bit. Now it's a 15-point lead. Jason Tatum going to drive inside, puts it up, and good. The Celtics really trying to come back in this one, but the Mavericks just way too much for them as Doncic takes it in for the dunk to make it a 15-point game. Tatum going to pull it for three. He's going to hit it from the wing. And this is a 12-point game now. A 10-point game after some free throws. 7 minutes to go. Doncic doesn't get a pick there, but he passes inside to Boban, and he gets the bucket and the foul. And the Mavericks now up by 13. Hardaway going to miss the three there. Porzingis with the rebound. Goes back up with it. And it's a 15-point game yet again for the Mavericks. Now here's Hardaway. Passes inside to Porzingis. He's going to get the bucket despite having two hands in his face. And now it's an 18-point game. Grant Williams trying to do something here. Passes to Robert Williams, and he gets the bucket to make it a 16-point game. But that would pretty much be as close as the Celtics would get as the Mavericks walk away with a 110-93 victory over the Boston Celtics. Just a great performance by the Mavericks in this one, especially Kristaps Porzingis, who absolutely went off on the Celtics, especially in the third quarter. Porzingis 31 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. So he had a double-double in this one. Melo had 19 points, 7 rebounds. Luka Doncic with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. So he had another pretty good game at point guard. I might hold off on moving Evans to point guard because I feel like Doncic is doing a pretty good job as the starting point guard. But speaking of Evans, he had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in this one. Pretty quiet game for him. Boban with another double-double, 11 points, 19 rebounds. But just all around a really good game for these Mavericks. On the flip side, Jaylen Brown with 21 points, 7 rebounds. Jason Tatum had 17 points and 3 rebounds. Robert Williams with a pretty good game, 13 points, 8 rebounds, but nobody else had over 9 points for them. Brad Wanamaker did have 9 points, but didn't crack 10 in this one, so rough game for the Celtics in the second half. They played pretty well in the first half, but you know, there are 2 halves in just about every sport outside of hockey and like baseball. You know what I mean, though. There are 2 halves in basketball. And the Celtics didn't show up for the second half in this one. So now we'll go to the games where we're going to sim. We simmed 2 of them. The first one against the Philadelphia 76ers, and they absolutely mopped the floor with us, as you see. 129-95 was the final. Porzingis had 28. Doncic had 23 and 10. DeLon Wright had 13. Evans had 9. And Boban had 6 and 10. We really just didn't even compete with the Sixers in this one. I know Brader got to be happy about that, as Joel Embiid at 30 points, 14 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 27 points, and Ben Simmons nearly got a triple-double. So now we're going to sim the second and final game of this episode as we beat the Raptors 133-110 thanks to a great fourth quarter. It was really close outside of that, but we ended up just smashing them in the fourth, as Porzingis had 33 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 32. Doncic was 1 assist away from a triple-double, 28 points and 11 rebounds, along with 9 assists. So to end the video off, we're just going to show you a few trades that I made. They're very minor trades in my opinion. We sent DeAndre Bembry over to the Charlotte Hornets for Thomas Welsh and an unprotected second-round pick in 2011. Justin Jackson has been really unhappy with his role on the team, so we're going to trade him over to the Blazers for Skal Labissiere and a second-round pick in 2022. So we actually couldn't do the trade as is. We actually had to add a trade exception. So I decided to take on Caleb Swanigan's trade exception from the Trailblazers as well to help them out a little bit and to push the trade through. And they decided to accept it. So we now have Skal Labissiere, and we also trade Damian Jones over to the Pacers for Jakar Simpson and Naz Mitro Long. Those are 2 guys I don't really expect to play too much this year, but Jones already said he wasn't going to resign with us, so I might as well get something for him. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. We have a huge game coming up next as we take on our in-state rivals, the San Antonio Spurs. And you're going to see why this rivalry is even bigger, as if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you're going to see somebody that is very familiar to you if you've paid attention to some of my previous series. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well. Also hit the notification bell to join the notification gang. And if you're enjoying the content and you want to support me in a more personal way, definitely consider becoming a patron. The link's going to be in the description as always. A big shout out to all my current patrons: Franchise Gaming, V-Dub Productions, Colin Mentor, and Joshua Fernald. Also a big shout out to my only Twitch sub, C Codas. Really appreciate all of you guys for your support. Now, being a patron, a Twitch sub, or even donating is never required for me to do what I do, but it's always very much appreciated, and even $1 a month helps out the channel exponentially, so you definitely have those options available to you. But all in all, I just appreciate you guys that made it this far into the video. You guys really are amazing. You guys really are beautiful people. I don't just say that at the beginning of my videos just to say it. You guys really are beautiful people. And that's going to do it for me, guys. You have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. And I'm out of here. Deuces.
God, they tryna turn me to a monster. Every year I'm a conquer. Okay, see, I bring the thunder. Walking in humble, I leave Muhammad. Sting you like Bumble. Running with pride, 10 over. Eyes through a bliss, I don't fumble. Blind.